is time for another volunteer spotlight. Today we are interviewing Gary. How are you today?
I'm wonderful.
Tell me where you were from.
Ogden, Utah. Ogden was, of course, a big railroad town. And during the Second World War era, we had a lot of service people around. Nobody ever went downtown unless they dressed up, and it was a very cosmopolitan feeling.
You served in the military.
Yeah, 9 years Utah National Guard. When I got out of school, the Korean War was still ongoing, and there was a draft. My brother, who had been drafted in the Second World War and had been active in Europe, his advice was get in there.
Tell me what you did in the National Guard.
When I was 17 and got in to begin with, I think it was called a personnel department, and I could type, so that's kind of was my entry into the thing. But then as time went on, I found some other things that I liked to do, not the least of which was flying L-19s.
So what made you start come volunteering at the Hill Aerospace Museum?
Well, airplanes have always been a source of great interest to me. I used to stop in here and talk to people. I'd pop in here just, because I didn't have anything better to do for lunch or something. And then when I retired, I said, I think I'm going to go look into that situation because I think that'd be a good place. Knowing what I know about aircraft and so forth, it might be helpful to somebody, and more particularly myself.
And what is your favorite thing about volunteering here?
I suppose the people contact, both from the staff standpoint as well as I have met an awful lot of people from different parts of the world. I have had, like, the national tennis team from Colombia were competing here at Weber State University. They came through, and I had the good fortune to take them through and discuss various things with it. They presented me with their Olympic pin to Columbia and so on. I think it's just the people contact more than anything else. I mean, to say nothing of the fact that you just love being around all these old airplanes,
What are some things that you enjoy doing in your spare time when you're not volunteering?
I used to be an avid golfer 3, 4, 5 times a week, back when I was trying to still beat my young son. But I would say mostly now I do a fair amount of writing on my personal history. And probably more than anything, I read insatiably. Second World War era is extremely fascinating to me. I remember the thing vividly because my brother went into Africa with Patton. Then they went into Sicily and dumped the Germans out of there. And then he went to England and trained for Normandy, and they went into Normandy and across France and Belgium and got caught in the Battle of the Bulge, Battle of the Hürtgen Forest. I remember all that stuff as a result of my young life. And so I've been really interested in getting, as much serious detail on those things as I could. And when times are good, I go to the symphony every month. When my grandchildren, one in particular who's a fine violinist, when she was still at Weber State, we went to every concert they did. I mean, I love to go to concerts.
Well, I wanted to thank you for all that you do here for us at the museum. We can't do what we do without you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.